was forced to be exposed for 2 weeks as punishment. In high school, I dated a guy that my family didn't approve of. My parents would demand that I break up with him, and I would always tell them to F off. After a week of constant arguing, my dad finally said that he would take action. I didn't know what he meant at the time, but the next day he had my brothers help him gather my clothes in garbage bags. When I got home and saw all of my clothes in a bag, I thought I was going to be kicked out of my house. Instead, my dad told me to hand him the clothes I was wearing. I thought he was joking at first, but he said that if I didn't do what he said, he, along with my brothers, would expose me right there. I cried as I got exposed down to my socks and underwear in front of my dad. Then he told me to hand him the rest of what I was wearing. I couldn't believe this was happening, but I didn't want to make this situation any worse. Now exposed and crying, I stood in my room as my dad and brothers carried my clothes to the backyard, presumably to the garage. Then I was called downstairs to dinner. I expected some sympathy from my mom and grandma, but I could tell by the way they looked at me as I entered the dining room that I wouldn't receive any. They said that I was bringing shame to the family, and that I wouldn't receive my clothes back.